Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Captain Sanjit, and today I want to talk about three things since air travel has opened up post lockdown. One is about web check-in. Second is about the baggage rules and the limitations. And uh, the third thing that I want to talk about is about COVID checking, the COVID testing that is mandatory in some places, some areas, and also about quarantine. So here we go. So the first thing I want to talk about is web check-in. So when it comes to web check-in, there are three ways by which you can do it. One is online, second is through the kiosk, and third is at the check-in counter. So online, you just have to go to the respective airline's website, and you can fill in your details, and it's self-explanatory. Many of you know how to do it. Secondly, if you cannot do it online, you can go to the kiosk. Kiosks are available outside the airport as well as inside. Inside, it's near the boarding gates of your respective airline, so you can go. You can check in through the kiosk. Now, I've also made a video on how to check yourself in through a kiosk. The link is in the description below. Now, thirdly, there's this new option in which the airlines checks you in, and they charge 100 rupees if you go through them. So these are the three ways by which you can web check in these days. And like the kiosk and the online version was always available. The only change that has happened now is that the airline does it for you, but for 100 rupees. Now, secondly, I want to talk about the baggage rules. Now, for those of you who have traveled during the COVID season, we know that the baggage you can carry, the limitation was 20 kgs and one small cabin baggage. You cannot put it in the cabin, of course. You had to carry a small bag which could go under your seat. Now it has changed back to the previous rule, which is 15 kgs in most of the private carriers, 15 kgs of checked-in baggage, and 7 kgs of cabin baggage. And I've seen many of the people coming in with 20 kgs, and arguing does not work anymore. And you cannot say that you didn't know or you're traveling with the previous rules. They send you a mail. The airline send you a mail with all these rules, which most of us do not read. And it's already written that it is reverted back to the previous rules of 15 kgs and 7 kgs of cabin baggage. Now, the only thing is, like in Air India, just like before, they have reverted back to 25 kgs of checked-in baggage and 7 kgs of cabin baggage. This is just like before. So that's the baggage limitations. Secondly, we used to print our baggage tags from home, and I've been traveling a lot recently, and that has been totally removed. Now, what happens is once you take your boarding pass to the check-in counter to submit your baggages, they themselves tag your bag just like before, just that you have to have your boarding pass with you, and they'll accept your baggages without your home printed bag tags. The last but not the least, the third point is about COVID testing and quarantine rules. Now, guys, these rules keep changing overnight these days, especially with the vaccine coming in. I've heard that it's going to change again. So, for example, I'm in Port Blair right now, and a few weeks ago there was no rules. You could have come in and get yourself tested, but now they won't let you board the flight unless you have a valid COVID report, which is also from an ICMR laboratory. So I've seen people being sent back before boarding this flight because they didn't have this report from an ICMR laboratory. Now, how do you know what is the rule? So the airline sends you many mails and messages regarding your destination rules about quarantine and COVID test is required or not. So many of us tend to disregard or ignore these messages. So what we are supposed to do is strictly follow those messages and emails, and we are good to go. So you just research about the state where you're going to, and be careful. Otherwise, the airlines won't let you board. So that's about COVID testing and quarantine, because I cannot tell you much about it because every state rules are changing by the day. So just be alert about it. Hey guys, so that was all, and I know that most of you know about all these things, but this was just to update you with the new norms or the new rules maybe. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day ahead. Nice flights. Happy landings. Bye bye.